So the mod is installed. Credits: Zolova, original creator. Authors: Tslat. Code: Ursun. Assets. URL: this is an extremely helpful wiki, by the way. There is just so much information on it. I think it's almost as big as your average novel. And I have a couple of extra mods installed. All this really does is just add a grave block, prevents your items from just flying all over the place, and often makes recovering what you lose on death much easier because, trust me, I'm probably going to die a lot in this series. Like, the average mob in Advent of Ascension is just way stronger than the average mob you'd find in normal Minecraft. Incorporate some coordinates, stopwatch, timer, and info display from Batty, though I only really need the coordinate display. Sure, you actually have this in vanilla Minecraft, but with the coordinate display mod from Batty, I essentially don't have to keep hitting F3 every time I want to see what my coordinates are. And I don't have to have all this other stuff on screen that doesn't really concern me. So these two mods are just more or less quality of life add-ons. And this is the main mod I'm going to be playing. Place your bets on how far I'm actually going to get. Yeah, since I'm probably only really going to have about an hour before I want to go to bed, I'm just going to actually start playing right away and try and go into a bit more explanation and just show off the long, expansive list of items, perhaps, in the second episode. In the second live stream, I'll probably save that for. Yeah, I think I'd rather at least just get this started now. So we're going to be praying for a good start, because you want to get a certain biome that just makes starting out easier, because, as I said earlier, there are a ton of powerful mobs, even in the overworld and even during the day, so we're going to cross our fingers that I get a start that I'm happy with. If we don't, I think I might just regenerate the world completely. Alright, let's see what biome we get to begin, what coordinates we get, so on and so forth. Might also want to get some paper, in case I actually end up finding anything important within, like, the first hour of this series. It's possible I do. But we just need to see what kind of world we're gonna get. Am I gonna get a start I'm happy with or not? There's just gonna be so much to explain. There's no way I'm gonna be able to explain everything within this next hour at all. So what biome did we get? We got a taiga. Ugh. Do I really want to keep this one? How much tag is there? Because there's certain mobs that will probably just rip me to shreds this early on, like there's that giant black bear there. Yeah, keep in mind, I have absolutely nothing, so I'm tempted to just not keep this seed. I'm probably just going to delete the world and reroll for a better seed. Hopefully I get a forest or plains biome. Probably have a better shot at surviving one of those, most likely. If I hit recreate, does that mean I can just get another random seed? Okay, I have to wipe out the seed and then I just create the new world. And I'm probably going to delete the old one, of course. I feel like just rolling again. I don't trust the taiga biome this early on. I don't trust having to start there. Kind of a lot of trees. Might not be easy to see some of the enemies that you don't want to encounter as you're just starting your world. So plains would probably be my best bet. Sure, there's not too many places to run for cover in the plains, but at least you can just see more or less very clearly in the plains. Another taiga biome? Did I do this right or not? Mega taiga. Still not too tempted to keep this one. Place your bets on how fast this thing will kill me. Okay, maybe it's not that strong, but still. Not something I want to have to deal with this early on. If I get taiga like a third time in a row, I'm probably just going to settle with it anyway. So 2 taiga biomes in a row. If I get taiga for the third time in a row, I'll just keep it. I might be able to make this work regardless. I just have to clear out some trees. Probably likely dig underground. Just look for ores before really doing much of anything else. Because I have to just get good armor as soon as humanly possible. If I get something even worse, then I'll just reroll again. Savannah biome, and I am on a plains. Okay, this start I'm gonna take. I'm on a plains biome next to a savanna, which I won't be touching for a while, but I have a plains. I'm gonna keep this one. So I'm just going to walk around and see where it's safe to just get wood. Because yes, there are actually hostile mobs running around even during the day. Like, you see some of those trees in the background there? Those are tree spirits. They move pretty fast, hit somewhat hard, but the fact that they knock you up into the air is what really makes them deadly. Especially early on, if you have, like, no good gear going for you. So yeah, if you see these guys this early on, just run in the opposite direction, pretty much. Unless, of course, you see more in the opposite direction. I mean, at least with the plains, I like how I can just see a lot of things clearly. The grass might be a bit of a problem. That's a goblin there, by the way. I don't want to get next to him, either. He's got a magic attack. Has a pretty remarkable reach. And it hits you pretty hard if you're unarmed, which, of course, you're going to start unarmed. So I'm just going to try and grab some wood. Hopefully this doesn't just go completely wrong. I mean, it's just simple wood. So yeah, you gotta just be vigilant. Up until you at least can start tunneling underground, and then you can just look for ores from there. That's probably going to be my best course of action, to just look for ores. So let's just get straight to mining, I guess. Gonna find a nice place to start digging and then just go for it, pretty much. Right, I can't do anything with these pixons just yet. Okay, let's just make this pickaxe and then just start digging down. I'll make stone tools if I need to. Your best bet, really, upon starting a new world is to go straight underground. No, I'm actually going to leave this. I can always craft another, no problem. And I'm getting diorite. This is diorite. Diorite, however you say it. I mean, I'm trying to get to the cobblestone so I can just make a pickaxe. A better one. So I can make a better pick than just wood. And even then, I don't want to keep my stone pickaxe for too long either, because they're just so much better than just plain old stone. So let's just start looking for ores. And there's also plenty of new ores even added to the overworld as well. So picking up on some of those would be nice, and this has skills in it, this mod. I will probably go into a lot more detail on some of the more significant skills later. But foraging seems to be one that just goes up more than any other skill, because you really do want to just do a lot of mining to find some of the ores throughout this mod, because pretty safe and easy, well, easy, but sometimes time-consuming. Pretty damn just safe way to just gather good gear. I mean, if you're just making underground tunnels, you can more or less just avoid all these hostile mobs that might be on the surface of the overworld or any other dimension, perhaps, you'd go to, because Nevermine 2/AOA has added like 22 dimensions, and I think they're still working on more. I wonder how many years it might be before I even see all 22 dimensions. Because for some of the endgame dimensions, there are some really steep requirements. Like, several of the late game dimensions have prerequisite dimensions you'd visit in the earlier stages of the game. For example, say there's this crystal-themed dimension called Christivia. Only means of really accessing it is to actually kill a rare mob that spawns in another dimension called the Deeplands, which is accessible directly from the overworld, which will drop a realm stone that lets you get to Christivia. Probably one of many examples. And yes, there is a skill called foraging that is actually just letting me, at random, if I'm lucky, extract drops from whatever sort of stone I break. So that's where these gold nuggets, and more importantly, that's where the colas come from. So if I really wanted to see that badly, I can start seeing earlier than usual. I'm actually starting to go pretty deep yet. Not found any ores of any sort. I hope I can at least find iron or something before actually finding some of the rarer ores. Like, I'd hate to find something rare but not even have the proper tool to mine it. That would be so embarrassing. I don't know, in case maybe I do just get stuck with my stone pickaxes for long when I'd want to have them. Gold that I can't mine. I'm probably going to want to save up on this stuff for golden apples, but can't mine it. At least not right away with the stone pickaxe. I'd have to upgrade to at least iron. So I want to see what other ores I'm going to find before I actually end up with iron. Redstone. Can you mine this with a stone pickaxe? You can break the block, but it's not going to drop anything. There we go. We need to start somewhere. You're probably not going to need nearly as much iron in this mod as you would just ordinary Minecraft, but we have to start somewhere. We desperately need an upgrade. So now I can actually get this gold. As soon as all the iron is ready, that is. So we do not need this wooden pickaxe anymore. I'll just free up an inventory space by combining these two. We'll still have probably a good amount of wooden planks left over by the time we have, more or less, all the iron we need to make a simple pick. Make some more sticks from this. Maybe I'll have, like, enough for 2 iron pickaxes, and then I'll just get back to, perhaps, looking for more ores. Because we're going to need some good stuff from the overworld to just really get this started. Not too excited about producing armor right now because unless we actually find a random cave, we shouldn't need it. For now, I think it's just going to be simply mining. And just seeing what ores we get to start. So I'm actually going to go diamond level. Because diamonds do get used in quite a few early game armor sets that are just nice to have. So I'm going to come down to diamond level straight away and just hope for the best. And we might be able to also pick up some other ores while we're at it. I just can't wait to at least get somewhat decent gear. Not even sure if I'll be doing that by the end of this stream, though. Yeah, since it really is late, I'd rather just save the explanations for the most part for another day. And just try and at least get some decent start going. Redstone. So every time it becomes nighttime, this chat message pops up saying whether or not you actually did enough activities to just get one of the 4 main gods of this game to just favor you. If you do, they'll give you a random buff that'll last throughout the night. Otherwise, they're not going to help you at all. And also, every night, or possibly every day, certain events can happen. There's this thing called a full moon event that actually happens on pretty much every first night. Certain mobs will appear only on the full moon event, which happens specifically whenever there's a full moon in your Minecraft world. A bunch of these mobs are really powerful for early game standards, so just hide. You're probably going to want to be hiding or possibly sleeping through the first night. Just don't go out there unprepared. You'll get annihilated for sure. I don't know what's worse, like the skeleton cow hybrids that have like a lot of health, or possibly like the things that set you on fire and run super fast. I think those are worse. Oh, amethyst. This stuff is just generally useful to have. I think it's actually on par with diamond, but probably slightly less durability on the tools. I mean, if it's on diamond level, it's still really nice to find, especially this early on. I think I can mine this with iron. Yup. I'd be honestly more excited if I hadn't done all this before. But I at least do know how to more or less play an early game on Advent of Ascension. This stuff is probably not going to get used for a while, in all honesty. This runium ore is to make runes. I feel like just saving the explanation for another time when that actually comes up. Yes, you can do magic. You can craft runes. Yeah, you can make runes in this mod. And there's a whole skill centered around rune crafting. It's called runation, but I like to just call it runecraft because, I mean, how can you... If you've played RuneScape before, then how can you not think RuneScape? You go and craft runes. There's a skill around that in RuneScape, where you make runes. And it's like by far one of the longest skills to like just max out. Compare and contrast, and that you can only carry like a certain amount of essence at a time. Your inventory is normally like 28 slots. You can eventually carry some rune pouches to like just carry more essence. But even then, still, you'll have way more space to carry unpowered runes in Minecraft. It's just part of the problem is also going to be finding rune shrines to actually do the training with. You only get one different type of rune shrine per dimension, so might not always have access to the best possible runation method at your current runation level. Because you could have the level you need for, say, water runes, but no means of actually accessing the dimension where water rune shrines exist. So yeah, I got diamonds. Pretty early on, too. That's a nice start. So I think it might actually be a safe bet to just throw away the stone pickaxes completely. And probably just also craft a diamond one while we're at it. Just upgrade further. Just speed up the process of gathering more ores because we're probably going to be doing a lot of this. And I guess more torches would never hurt either. Man, I can't wait to get to the really interesting things this mod has to show. Like, I can barely even do anything right now as it is because I'm just starting. Like, I don't even think I can scratch the surface on this one episode here. Like, I'm not gonna have time to even scratch the surface of this mod with this live stream at all. Maybe I will just grab some iron while I'm at it. I mean, if it's being offered to me, then why not? I mean, don't really have anything else except... I have nothing except for what's in my inventory here. So at least taking it seems like a somewhat good idea for now anyways. More of this rune stuff. To make runes, I probably won't be doing this for a while. Yeah, there are some really powerful stabs in this mod I'm going to want to have good access to. But I feel like I'm probably going to have several avenues I can take to just get the runes I need for some of the higher end stabs. So I should maybe at least consider picking up the runium ore while I'm just seeing it. Okay, now we're at bedrock level. Redstone. What am I going to do with redstone? Not much, in all honesty. I'm not really the kind of guy who just loves to use redstone for contraptions. The one thing I really recall doing with those redstones was like a gravel door, and it sucked. You can never even reuse it. It was one time. You open it, but it doesn't automatically close. So outside of an adventure map or say like dungeon, you just want to loot and just have a quick and easy door to build. The whole idea was pretty much just useless. And we found some pretty rare rosite ore. Let me tell you, that's probably one of the better ores on this mod. But I have nothing I really want to use it on right now. That could get fashioned into a nice sword, but there are better uses for rosite ore than just like a simple sword. Especially once you get to see the kinds of ores and stuff the other dimensions have to offer you. You'll probably eventually quickly figure out that making a rosite sword with that is just not a good idea. Just want to see what biome I'm in real quick. I also want to consider building perhaps some sort of base once I'm done this. Try and make a shelter, maybe gather some food because I went in here with no food. Wouldn't want to have to starve to death either. Maybe I can just possibly make some iron armor. Jade ore. This is nice to have, especially early on. I only got 2 pieces of it though, I think. Oh, I got 3! That's always nice to see early. You can make a really effective bow with that. I've spent the entire night underground, just finding ores. So we hit rosite, we hit jade, we hit diamond, we hit amethyst. Found a lot of nice stuff, actually. Yes, there are actually hostile mobs underground, too. Some unique to the underground areas on the overworld. And yes, I am opting to just stay away from these things for now. So I'm in no shape to really do any fighting. Have no armor yet. Can make some iron armor, but that can only be so effective in a mod like this. Oh, is it going good? I wouldn't say it's going too bad, in all honesty. Rosite, jade. I wouldn't say it's going too bad. As much as I really want to just go and see what's going on up there, that'll probably just get me killed. So I'm wondering when's going to be a good time to just find my way back to the surface. Maybe soon, because I can only carry so much stone. I don't remember what mob made that sound. Oh, I think it's probably the Guardians. Maybe I'm underneath like an ocean temple or something. Probably under an ocean monument. Hope I don't get mining fatigue down here. That would suck. Yeah, I think I'm probably under an ocean monument or some shit. I mean, I'm in an ocean biome, so it's very possible. So I am just going to keep on tunneling away from it. I am in no shape to do anything of the sort right now. More redstone. I think I've already gone through nearly half of this diamond pickaxe. Still under the ocean. Okay, lapis lazuli. Taking that too. And some more if I wanted it. I guess I'll just start throwing out a bit of cobblestone. Still under the ocean. Might want to just make do with an iron set at this rate. Oh, sweet. Some limonite. Some limonite. This stuff is fairly common. I'm finding a lot of it here. I'm going to pick up as much of it as I can. Okay, now we're under a beach biome. I want to kind of figure out where I put my tunnel originally. More amethyst. I'll definitely take that. Oh, a bunch of it too. 8 of it, it looks like. It's quite a bit there. Okay, now I'm under the plains, so I think it's time to start tunneling up. I think we're gonna make it out of this, right? It's looking pretty good. I wonder how much time we'll have left before it's actually night, though. Alright, I'll take the egg. So where did I actually set up my crafting table from earlier? Looks like I set it up here. That's where I dug down in the first place. I should probably try and set something up soon. No, I think I have to build something. Alright, it's night, so it's obviously not good for me right now. That could probably be a nice basement. Eventually. So that's going to be our temporary weapon. Pfft, wrong block. Now where's the 64 iron that I want? There it is. There are also some NPCs, but probably going to just lay low for now. Alright, I got my sword. Back off. Nice, 3 hits kill. Okay, I probably should just craft some armor as soon as humanly possible. Craft these and just get them on straight away. Certainly a step up from nothing. And I'm gonna need food too. So I'm probably not going to move around too much. I mean, I seem to be getting off pretty easy in terms of not having mobs chase after me. Kind of do want to just build right about here. Even though there's this horse in the way. Something's behind me. And I don't even know what. Now I see, but... Okay, you just hit the guy there. Just hit the NPC. I think that's an assassin? No, it's a realm shifter. I think the guy buys spare realm stones off of you. Gives you coins. I'm just trying to think, where do I actually want to place blocks? Even though I should be at least placing things, just for the sake of doing it, so I at least have somewhere to hide. Put some more torches just temporarily. Why am I dropping my stone bricks for no reason? Yeah, why would I ever do that? Trying to also make something that's at least going to look nice. And now it's raining. Is it going to become daytime soon? I'm not sure. Okay, let's make the rest of our armor. Probably should have done this a while ago. And just a temporary place to put all this excess crap in our inventory. Don't even need to carry all this. Especially the excess cobblestone. I had a feeling this would catch up to me eventually. Yeah, I know. The armor that prevents fall damage would be a great idea for that. I mean, as soon as you figure out that's what it does, it should be pretty much obvious. That's why I couldn't pick up these bones and these arrows. There's a bug eye. Yeah, also notice how almost all the new mobs move way faster than the old ones. And they take more hits too. So if too many of those find me, I'm pretty much in deep shit. Especially that big one. We don't need to carry these around either. Okay, now it's becoming daytime. But it's still raining, so it's not going to be, like, that helpful as becoming day. So it's not like anything's going to burn in the sunlight because it's raining. Might as well just have this guy move in our house. Me insists on kind of being here. Also, kind of don't want him just wandering around while I'm trying to build. Probably gonna have to just make this house look nicer eventually once it becomes, like, less dangerous to do so. So I need to just do everything super carefully right now. I definitely want to have some chicken farm going, so let's try and just get these guys over to my house. Even though doing so could end up getting me killed. Especially if these chickens just don't follow me right away. And the creeper is following me, so I have to kill the creeper. Excuse me. I think I gotta get this off of me, otherwise it's just never gonna stop following me. And they're just ignoring me completely. Now they're not. I have no idea where I'm gonna put these guys for now. I mean, this will probably have to do for now. But until I can come up with something better. I'll keep them here until I can find something better. Now I have to actually go look for food. Even though I'm barely in any shape to do so. Just have to get lucky that I'd find some food before I find some hostile mob that'll just outright kill me. I like the sight of sugar canes. Not particular for what I'm trying to do now. So that's going to be my base right there, eventually. It could turn into something nice, but not really in any sort of shape to make it turn into anything nice right now. Also get some extra wood while we're at it. I don't want to build, like, the whole house with just stone. It's going to look dull. I feel like every house really needs to have some wood incorporated into it. I think that's a soul agent right here. Never exactly figured out what these do just yet. Looks like he lost more than just some weight, actually, that guy. Oh, and maybe I'll get lucky and get apples to drop from these trees while we're at it. I mean, that is another food source. Even though I'd ideally like to save the apples to make them gold. If I have to eat something like immediately, then the apples will do. So I might even have to find the animals so I can still get some food. Just by cutting down enough oak trees and getting lucky with apples. I'll just eat these chickens though. And also gather a bunch of wood. Probably gonna need quite a bit of wood just in general, really. Just gonna be general purpose stuff, really, I'll do with it. Then we just got a logging level. And something found me. Okay, good thing my sword just took care of him. Okay, I got 4 apples. Some of them might have been drops from just the logging skill itself, but I'll just eat these for food now. Might see some more apples drop if we're lucky from just the oak leaves decaying. And that would just be more food right there. Oh, more apples from the logging skill. Nice. I don't think we're gonna have to worry about going hungry at this point. It's looking good. I think the second live stream is also probably just going to be more setting up and less explaining key concepts and things that happen in the mod. I'll probably do another whole live stream dedicated to just setting myself up. I will like to turn that into a basement eventually. Don't have plans for it right now, though. I'm probably going to want to move all this something's following me. Oh, 2 of these guys. I'm just going to keep my distance. Hopefully the sword will be able to just pick them off. 3 of them. 3. That took a turn real quick. Got them, though. Oh, cool, it's not raining anymore. Now it's just a lot more pleasant to look at the screen. Also, probably going to start a farm while we're at it. That would probably be a very good idea. We're probably going to be using it a lot, so I guess the sooner it's installed, the better. I have level 3 anima. Funny thing, that's actually a skill that's actually, in this version, completely useless. Yeah, the anima skill doesn't actually let you do anything with it. Used to be used to make tablets which would assist you in various ways. And used to be connected to something called soul power, which I think you still have 200 of it, like the blue thing on the far right, 200 soul power. Whether or not you increase that maximum or just get drained by some from some random enemies, Makes no difference because soul power has no use. Thus the entire anima skill is just useless. Oh, I have plenty of wood. Now while we're at it, let's just get a farm up and running. Waste no time, let's just get this going. I'm gonna have like a renewable food source here. It's gonna be great. I think that's big enough. You can plant a lot here, so that's good. This should be big enough. Let's get these down as soon as possible. The sooner the better, because as soon as they're placed down, they'll start growing. Okay, they're already all down. Looks like it's gonna become night again. They still don't have much of a hiding place as it is right now. Can't really do much hiding in here. That'll be a doorway of sorts. I think I'll actually incorporate this into my build. Make this a little bit more interesting by just raising this up a block. I think I can extend it out to here for now and it'll be fine. Probably should also light this up so no mobs spawn under here. Don't want to have hostile mobs spawning under my own house. So I'll just light it up for now. Yeah, pretty solid start so far. I got off easy. Didn't get picked on by too many mobs, surprisingly. I think I got off pretty damn easy. There's some goblins I'm going to want to steer clear from for now. Still don't have a lot of food exactly. So I'm trying to just get my inventory in order. I have one spare arrow. Yeah, one arrow. And I'm gonna have a good supply of leather when the time comes to actually just make myself books. To make bookshelves to make the enchantment table. That's still probably a long ways away. Okay, we're already looking at an Enderman. There's one of these ghostly things. I remember I was totally freaking out when I saw that message at first. That just means that you lost soul power, which, as I said earlier, means nothing because it has no use. Did I just sign my death warrant? Okay, it doesn't look like I did. Another Enderman. And now all of a sudden they're just deciding to appear. Like 2 at a time, apparently. Okay, there's a Grim Reaper. Okay, apparently he's too tall to fit in under the tree, so I'll just safe spot him to death. Yeah, just like the Endermen, those guys are also too tall to fit under the trees. Yeah, I thought he wasn't gonna fit. I mean, if you can just memorize which mobs are that tall, then feel free to just safe spot them. Could just mean the difference between you living or dying. Also, a lot of the mobs in this mod simply don't get affected by knockback like normal enemies do. So that right there also makes fighting a lot of these guys, especially with melee, significantly harder. And so far as it stands right now, like, my only means of attack is melee. Okay, I just got a potato drop. If only that could have been a carrot. Yeah, I use carrots a lot when I play Minecraft Survival, when they're available to me. Yeah, they heal quite a bit of hunger and they're easily renewable. Like, very easily renewable. So I think it's safe to say that my coordinates for my base are going to be pretty much right around the world origin. 0, 0 respectively. I'm going to look to see if I can find more food. Maybe I can just get some more food. Goblins, I'm running. Something hit me with slowness. Not quite sure what. At least that doesn't seem to be slowing me down much. Okay, that's a charger. I'm gonna just opt to pillar up, and hopefully that'll just let me safe spot it. Yeah, because these things run really fast. You need to watch out for those guys, especially in the early game. Once you at least build up some good armor, something halfway decent, they don't become a threat anymore, but early game you have to watch out for those things. Well, at the very least, they're a good source of food. Like, they do drop something you can eat upon death, so there's that. Oh, shit. That did not work. That, I didn't pillar up right. I might be in trouble. I did not pillar up correctly. Alright, now I'm running. But I think they might be able to actually keep up with me. Even if I'm running at top speed while jumping. I think they can still keep up with me. 1, 2. Alright, I'm gonna be eating tonight. Just as long as nothing knocks me off this 2-block pillar here. So yeah, I'm gonna safe spot these chargers out. I mean, it's the smartest thing to do, really, at this point. Just safe spot them. I might be eating tonight. There's also a pair of pigs here. I do not want to encounter. I do not want to cross paths with that thing. Okay, that's another of these ghosts here that can drain me for soul power. Which means nothing, but I can still just do normal damage anyways. Two... No, I see one tree spirit there and a goblin. I'd like to try and kill this guy, but if I don't quite get it right, then I'm just gonna end up dead instead. There's one of those flying... I don't even know what the point of this thing is, besides to just piss you off. I can probably just... I want to try and safe spot this tree spirit out. Though I probably want to place down a couple blocks just to make sure he can't possibly hit me. Because if he hits me, I'm pretty much screwed. I should be safe in here. Yeah, I'm going to safe spot him to death. Because there's a really useful drop you can get off of tree spirits. I wouldn't say useful, I'd say pretty much required. Practically a required drop off those tree spirits. But at least they're just super easy to safe spot. I think they're actually like almost 4 blocks tall, so even in like a 3 block space, they can't get to you. Sure they're... Uh-oh, the goblin might have just killed me. Or not. Okay, that was kind of close. I thought the goblin got me for a second. Okay, no more eggs apparently to lay. There's some seeds to breed with, though. But no more chickens to actually breed. Excuse me. So we just survived another night. But just barely so. And this goblin is just standing right next to my farm, so until like he decides to just go away, I'm not getting any of that. That or I could just eat something. Yeah, I should probably eat something. Heal up. Then probably just go kick his ass. Because trying to fight him with 2.5 hearts is pretty much tantamount to suicide. He'll probably kill me before I can even hit him once. I think I'll just use this bone meal that I do have. Keep this ender pearl here for safekeeping. It's probably going to be a while before I even ever use any, though. But still nice to have regardless. A little bit more food while we're here. I'm willing to bet he didn't actually despawn. He's trying to fake me out. No, he seems to be gone. No, he's actually gone. I don't think he's trying to trick me. He just despawned, it looks like. Let me just grab some more seeds while we're at it. So I can just get some more planted down. And try and just speed up the rate at which we're going to get our farm to grow. Okay, I think it's safe to say we should just end our stream now. So we barely have anything to show for it, but not too surprised because what else can we really do? We just started. I do have 14 levels though, so that's something. Wasn't so sure I'd even get that many this early on. Tea seeds. Never did use those. Might have a reason to now. Let me get to my safe spot and start camping this guy from a safe spot. Yeah, he's literally that tall. Okay, it doesn't look like I'm getting those holly seeds at this rate. Not gonna get them tonight. It's getting late. So we pretty much have like almost nothing. I don't think we played for an hour, so it's still not bad.